Hello everyone, so another attempt to refine something. 90 grams, that's the material, mostly silver, but there is some tiny amount of gold in it. So let's just try it and see what's come out of it. So see you soon. Okay, so everything looking good. Reaction did start, so I could see the bubbles, whole glass turned red, so that is cool, but we got only like a little bit over 40 degrees, and yeah, so tiny update. Hello everyone, so I'm just gonna play a little bit, and yeah, what I got, it's some leftovers from last time. I believe that is silver, though I'm not sure. I did set up my furnace for 965. That should be good enough for silver, and I will drop these materials on it, so we will see if that is a silver. So 60 grams, and maybe I find some more, so I will add it later on. Anyway, so we start with 60 grams and try to melt it, then we see what's happened. So see you soon. Okay guys, so that was the second batch. It dissolved very quick and very nice. As you can see, clear solution. Down there left out gold, what was mixed in this silver, plus a little bit of debris. And yeah, in this liquid we got some silver, and it's a little bit greenish, so I assume there is also tiny bits of copper, but all those black powder, it's left like gold only there. But those solution is still charged with nitric, and that was those 50 grams what I remelt a few times, and then I cut it in small pieces and dissolved. The first batch, like 90 grams, if I remember right, it's laying here. It was in this jar, but nitric didn't attack it because it built up some salt on top of it. I did clean it up, and now I'm just gonna dry it, and later on I will remelt those things like 1 or 2 times and just do the same as here. I still don't want to do nothing with this solution because it's still charged with the nitric, and I will just drop those materials after remelting into this vessel, and I will heat it up again. And in here I just save out some nitric what I have in the first solution in here. It still will work well. It's a little bit dirty, but it's not a big deal. After it heat the rest of the solution and get some heating, everything will be dissolved, because this is supposed to be some silver salts, or yeah, I believe so. Anyway, I just shut down the heating, this cooling down, and waiting until this getting dried. I remelt it 1 or 2 times and then cut it in smaller pieces, and then goes into solution. If I have not enough nitric in it to dissolve another 90 grams, then I will add some of this one instead of using clean nitric, because I got only so much left, and that's all of what I have, and I cannot buy it anymore or get it nowhere. So, and for silver it's much easier with the self-nitric instead of Pullman AR or something like that. But anyway, maybe soon I will get some apparatus to make my own, so not so big deal. So that's the result for now, and we all see after those things get dried and I have time to remelt it and continue with it. So see you for now. So hello everyone, let's just make part 2. So this is the materials, already dry. It was laying here overnight. So zeroed up 84 grams. So it looked like last time it dissolved like say 6 grams of it get dissolved. Anyway, let's just take it out from this filter. There's some tiny particles in it, but this I will add to the rest of my filters and then process it as a waste material. Anyway, as you're wondering, those big pieces comes out from somewhere. My last or previous attempts to refine some. Anyway, those tiny bits comes out from those material. As you remember, we processed some of those tiny gold pins. They comes out from those relays from telecom device. So I believe that video it qualified to telecom device series, but we're just recovering the silver mostly. Anyway, there is some tiny amount of gold as well, as you see at the last vid, and it's still there at the bottom. So what I will do now, I will remelt this one or twice and then do the same process like last time. Just drop it into this nitric. Here I got some extra nitric what I try to dissolve these materials, but it didn't work out. So anyway, let me remelt it and then we will all see what we end up with. So bring you back later on. Okay guys, so everything's supposed to be melted for the first time already, so let's just pour it and see what's come out of it. I'm just looking for flat surface, and yeah, so let's try. Oh, I see a lot of gold in this. Anyway, as you can see, it's a lot of dirt in it, so, and a lot of nice yellowish color, so that's also good. What I will do, I will remelt it again and then pour 1 or 2 times. That's why I wondering into flat, so I can cut it into pieces or just bend it and fit it up again to the crucible. Anyway, so let me just clean it up and then we'll do it at least one more time. So okay, so after first melt we right away lose almost 25 grams, and it's all those gooey brown, a little bit glassy stuff. I have no idea what is this, though I see some tiny piece of silver in here, tiny one, but yeah. Okay, it ran away, but I got it. So, and let's see, maybe one more. Anyway, I will grab all this small one because I use hammer to get rid of it and hammer it. Anyway, I just remelt it 1 or 2 times more, and that will be good for dissolving again. So see you then. Okay, let's pour it second time. Yeah, nice, much less dirt. I believe one more time and we'll be ready to dissolve it. So that's the look. lot less of those browny stuff. Nice and shiny. So let me clean it up a bit and then melt it one more time. Okay, let's just try for the third time, and I hope this will be the last one. Yeah, that's looking good. Almost no debris. Very nice. Let's just fish out all of the stuff. Nothing inside left. So perfect. Let's just shut this guy down. Like that. So that is the effect. It's almost clean. Very nice. No brown slag or nothing. So now will be the time for dissolving it. Of course I will just take it into smaller pieces first, but anyway. So see you later on. Okay guys, I did remelt it one more time, as you can see in here. But anyway, as you can see as well, it's kind of reddish color because I did add some material to it, what I have from other times when I refine silver, but all those materials was refined only once and was waiting for second refining, so that I decided to just add it in, and yeah, so it is contaminated with the copper a little bit, as you can see clearly, but at all we got 126 gram. So this 126 gram contain silver and a little bit copper and maybe tiny bits of gold. As you can see, copper goes at the top. Anyway, under it's nice and shiny, silvery, somewhere a little bit yellowish color. What I will do next with this, yeah, cut it in smaller pieces, and then we begin to drop it into this jar and try to dissolve it, and those solution will get even more green because of those copper, but that's not a big deal. We just get our silver out and the gold out, and copper will be left out in the solution. So that's all will be what next, and will look cool. So let's just wait until this little guy cool down a little bit and stop fuming. So I will just move my tray under the fan, and then we begin to play with the materials. That is another tiny leftover. So see you then. Okay, so guys, reaction just start as the temperature grow a little bit over 40 degrees, and I can see the tiny bubbles begin to jump all over the place. Not really a lot of reaction yet, but I will just let it warm it up, and if it's not begin to be faster one, then I will just add an extra nitric to it. So, and I will add this from the old batch because about 6 grams of material it's in it, so I wanna get it back. Anyway, anything just start nicely, so let it cook for a while. Okay, so guys, now we're cooking. Look at those reactions. It's perfect. So let's just wait until everything gets dissolved, and then we will play with it further. But it's going very nice. Hello one, so another day. This is just finished. No more reaction, it's still a little bit warm, but not a big deal. Let's just look what do we have in here. No more solid silver in it, as we use only nitric and distilled water, so no gold cannot be into the solution, only silver and copper. That's why it's so green. But anyway, let's just filter it, and later on we will dilute it to get rid of excess nitric acid, and we begin to participate our silver with the copper. And actually it begins to start right away as we get rid of the nitric. The copper from the solution is supposed to push out the silver, so I will not kill the nitric yet before I filter it. And yeah, by the way, let's just check it out, the weight of this, because yeah, once we dissolved like 50 grams, later on was 90, and this is quite heavy stuff, and it weighs 850 grams. So, an empty jar like that, no, this is not empty, but it's 360, so we got over half kilos of liquid and material over there. Do I have some empty like that? No, not here. Anyway, we can check it out later on. So 854 grams, so let's write it down. 854, and let's start filtration. So I will just drop nice. So that's look like this is our gold. Good looking. Anyway, let's just keep it in the filter. Okay, look like I got it all. Perfect. So empty that. Let's just place it to the bottom of the filter. Okay. Looks like my filter just broke, because everything just passed through. Anyway, so I got to do it one more time. Okay, so everything goes through almost. Okay, now side of my filter just fall down, so I'm gonna make it one more time. Don't want to lose anything. As we can see at the bottom there is some. Not really a lot, but always something. Whoa. I almost tipped it. That was close. I hope this will be the last one. And yeah, let's check out the jar. It is 308. 308. As you can see, 308, 854. So it comes out our material in the jar. It has 546 grams. So with the liquid, of course. Okay, I can see something still go through the other jar. So right away I give it one more time. As you can see, a little bit. Yeah, it's look clean, so filter is still okay. Now it must go through as I almost tip it probably. And that is the reason why I didn't dilute it first before I filter it. Because as rinsing and all those steps, as filter fail or something like that, I always need to rinse it up. So thanks to this I diluted the self solution. It will be necessary, I will dilute it more. If not, it will be like that. Okay, it will take some time because filter get clogged already. As you can see, it's still almost full, so I will bring you all after it's finished. Hello everyone, so another day, and yeah, let's continue with this one as it yeah, looking like it's looking. So, and yeah, I did make stream yesterday, so that's the products or goodies what I just get. So all nice materials, and of course few CPUs, and there is some still waiting for sorting, but yeah, anyway, let's just play with this and finish it up. And as we look at the filter, this is all the brownie stuff what was left out at the bottom after silver dissolving, so this only will be like good stuff. So let's check it out. How much do we have in the filter? It's already dried, so let's start our scale. Come on, and drop our filter on it. Okay, 4 grams, self-filter weight 2 grams, so it means we got 2 grams of material in it, and this we will treat with the AR later on. So that's cool. Let's just get rid of this one. Just over there, should be good. And let's bring this guy in here. And as you can see, nice greenish clear color. So now what we do, we just denox it. This means we get rid of extra nitric acid of it. So I believe it's enough diluted. Later on we will just drop some copper inside, and our silver is supposed to participate in it. Anyway, let's just try get rid of the nitric of it. No, didn't see so much reaction. That's good. Perfect. Let's give it one more shot. I believe that should be enough. Let just wait until it clarifies a little bit. Okay, so I will just give it a little bit more of distilled water. So because those urea need to be dissolved. Okay, so I believe it's time. Yeah, it's still a little bit cloudy, but that's good enough. So time to participate the silver. And how we do it? With just piece of copper pipe. This is just pipe. I just flatten it out with the hammer and make sure all the ends are very nice hammered, so no solution going inside and get trapped. So as we drop it, you can see right away silver just growing on it. See? How cool is that? So we just leave it in like so, and the silver will participate from the solution. How cool is that? flow of one. So let's continue. It's another day already, and look like our silver already participated from solution. I don't see any reaction anymore. So how nice color it is of the solution, and all this is our silver, those spongy stuff. Very cool and quite nice amount. So let's try to filter it and dry it, then we find out how much silver we get of it. So let me just drop you into the tripod and continue from there. Okay, I believe we are ready for filtration. I put the filter to the funnel, wet it, and one more trick from me. As you're playing with the silver, use your gloves, guys. I did that like 3 days ago. It don't want to come out, and it won't. Anyway, now I will get the gloves. Yeah, I just forget about it before. It was laying right next to me, but yeah, start our filtration. As well, I'll drop an extra copper through the night, because those pipe doesn't look like it will be enough anyway. Not too much left of it, so, but it was enough. Still quite heavy. I will still drop some copper into this solution for being sure, and nothing else will comes out of it. But yeah, I'm just gonna rinse everything with distilled water. Okay, so that's what's left from our pipe. Okay, our filter is like empty. Few drops left. Now we will go with the thick stuff, and actually it was a mistake to drop all this tiny piece of copper in there, because right now I need to clean each and every one. I'm supposed to get another piece of pipe instead of all of the small ones. Okay, so I just switch the jars. There was something in it, but I don't really care. I don't remember what was that. I'm just gonna save this solution and drop this piece of copper in it, just to being sure if some more of silver wanna form or not. So that's ready for now. Ah, that was stupid of me. Okay, I will do it off camera because it will take ages like that. So see you after I clean it up. Okay guys, so I finally finish up fishing all those tiny pieces of copper finally and rinse the silver with the distilled water. That was the first filtration. So that's looking our waste solution. I still drop some piece of copper just in case something will still cement out. That was the first big rinse with distilled water, though I got to use it a little bit more than I expect because of washing all those tiny pieces. That was the second one, and third one, as you can see, it's coming out quite clear. So one last rinse I will just do with the boiling tap water. I just pull all over it and that will be it for now. So let me just do it and I bring you all later on. Okay guys, one last rinse with boiling water. Just slowly, not too fast. Okay, I believe that's it. No, there's still some place at the jar, so that's cool. Okay, as I see, it's still a little bit bluish, so I may do one more rinse. So let me just get rid of some water from here. Okay, so I will make one more rinse with the boiling tap water. Why not? For sure it will not harm. I just slightly mix it in. I just need to be careful because I don't want to destroy the filter. Okay, let me boil the water. Okay, so guys, time for the last rinse. And yeah, I did two stupid mistakes during that process. First one was not wearing gloves at one point, so I got black hands. Second one was adding those tiny piece of copper, and that cost me an extra distilled water to rinse it off and a lot of time to pick it up from the silver. Anyway, let me bring the boiling water and just clean it up one last time. And there it's coming. It looks like that. And let it just pass through the filter. As you can all see, water coming down quite clear. So, though I think I got not big enough jar. Now it's for sure big enough. That is the look at the filter. Quite nice silvery color. Okay, as you can see, this is ready for drying out. Either just like so, just left it out for, let's say, 1 or 2 nights, or I can just drop it on the stove in some kind of dish and then dry it out. So that is look like our silver result. It is still wet though. It weighs much more than the silver content on it, but let's just quick look how it's look. So let's just start the weight. Weight is running. Let's just weight the glass first. Zero that. And put those wet filter with wet materials in it. 376 grams. Though it is still wet, it gets more light, much more light. Plus self plastic funnel weighs something, and the filter as well has 2 grams. So our materials quite nice looking. I do like what I see. Anyway, I leave it just like so for the night, just right there, and tomorrow I believe I'm supposed to have at least halfway dried, so we can wait it out. Just took out the filter from the funnel and waited out our material. So see you then. Okay, hello everyone, it's another day and our silver still drying. It is much drier now, but it's still not totally dry. I don't want to use the heat for dry it out, because anyway I will not melt it until I don't buy some graphite mold, because I don't have any mold what I can pour on it. So I gotta buy it first, and then I make one vid about how I melt those silver. But anyway, that's the end result for this refining. Yesterday was very wet, it was weighing like 370 if I remember right. Today 344 with the funnel and the filter. So let's just try to get out our filter. As you can see, it's not totally dry, but self filter 2 grams plus 258 of little bit wet material inside, so 256 gram for now, and I believe it will be a little bit lighter, but as you can see it's nice, drying slowly, but yeah, it's still a little bit wet. Anyway, as I doesn't have any mold to pour it, so I will just let it dry like so before mold what I will order it come. It took few days, so it has, I believe it has enough time. So anyway guys, that is the end result. 250 grams for now, and yeah, we still got some 2 grams of precious metals, and yeah, so that's our waste. I did drop some piece of copper, but as you can see there's still forming some silver over there, so that is cool. So actually not all of it get out from the solution, so there still be like some tiny leftovers. Anyway, maybe I will just drop into this jars as well some, though I will not use those tiny pieces. I learned my lesson. Anyway, so that will be it. I hope you all guys enjoy it, and yeah, it's come out a little bit long, but anyway, so the next video with silver we will melt it, and yeah, we got nice shiny ingots. Anyway, take care everyone, have fun and play safe. So see you at the next one.